Hey, good evening, everybody. We are here. Well, one person from the lineup, I'll have to get in touch with them afterwards. I fell asleep, and so the other person now is busy. But yeah, we're here today on this hangout. One person, like I said, is not going to be here, but we've got Costa, we've got
Hi,
Patricia, we've got Claudio, and we're
Hello,
waiting for
everyone.
David to join. He'll join in a minute.
good evening, everyone.
Hey, Patricia didn't say hello. Not doing very well here. Um,
Hi
Patricia.
everyone. Hi everyone. Sorry.
That's all right.
Hello. Hello.
I'll let you
Hello.
off. Anyway, we're here today. We're just waiting for David to join on, and Costa's got something to show us.
Hi, good evening, everybody again. Yeah, I'm planning to make a presentation. Um, I don't know if you're interested. We can discuss about it a bit now if you want. If it's okay with you, I can do it.
Yeah, go ahead, Costa.
It's about Hermes Trismegistus, one of his books, and I have to make a translation though. I heard this in Greek, so I'm going to translate it and try to make an explanation as good as possible in English. But it's interesting, yeah. I think if you want, I can do it.
You can. What you're going to
Like
do that? You
like
mean?
yeah, I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'm not. I want to ask you first because if you're not interested, I'm not gonna.
Oh, I see. You're asking me. I thought you were
No,
telling everybody. Yeah,
you and
Costa,
everybody.
go
Yeah,
for it.
of course. You are the host and everybody else. Yeah, if you're interested, I can do it.
Cool.
Okay, well,
All right then.
like a slideshow to write things down and make some pictures to be more understandable.
Yeah,
Thank
go
you,
for
man.
it then, Costa.
Okay, thanks. I'll do it. I'll do
I'm,
it.
I'm very interested, Kosta.
Yeah, really? You know which one I'm talking about? You hear about Hermes or Thoth in Egypt,
Yep. I know.
or
I know. I'm a beginner
you
with
know?
that stuff, but I'm learning as much as I can with Egypt stuff.
Okay. I'll do it because me too. I'm reading about this stuff now, about like ancient Greek like philosophers and their approach to life, more interesting things. And one of the texts was this Pimandris by Hermes Trismegistus. From which point? I don't remember. I was going on.
Yeah, just say it.
So I'm planning to do a presentation about Hermes Trismegistus on one of his works, books, Epimandris. And yeah, I thought you were interested. I can go and make a presentation for next show, maybe in a couple of weeks, give me 1 month.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
that bit. That's brilliant. Yeah, please do that.
Okay, Karen. Um, yeah, I think Claudio is interested as well. So, and you, I think it's gonna be nice.
Yeah, there you go. He's gone as well because it's not just me. See, they're messing around with our hangout.
Ah, yeah.
Mm.
Okay, let's do it another time then. No problem.
Yeah, that sounds
Mhm.
good, Costa.
All right. Thanks, Karen. But I have to connect the camera to my PC, and we make another trial to show me because I don't know very well how to connect the PC with the line with the Hangout. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I haven't done it before, so we have to make maybe like a testing one day to see if it's good, and then you tell me how it is.
Sure. Yeah,
We'll
sounds good.
we'll take it from there. Okay?
Yeah,
Okay, Karen.
that's brilliant. Well, we're waiting for
Mhm.
that'd be brilliant. Thank you, Costa.
Wait a bit more. Shall we wait a bit more now?
Sorry, I've got a bit of a cough, so I have to keep muting myself.
There he is. He's back.
Yeah, I actually feel quite terrible to be honest.
Okay. If you want to stop.
Yeah, the screen's not moving right though. Great.
Mm.
Should be me up. Hang on.
Yes. It's confusing.
That's it. I'm up now, so it's okay. Yeah, it's me. I'm not Yeah, even that. Isn't that weird? It sticks and then it goes. Recorded. Anyway, yeah, I fell asleep for an hour and then I woke up and it was 2 hours. He's back. Claudio's back.
Yeah, I'm back. Every time you stop talking, there's a hum.
Yeah, I think it's Kosta. He's the one. Yeah, it's Kosta. Kosta, is there any way you can put headphones on or something?
I like headphones. Maybe they're changing. I change them. Maybe wait.
Yep, the hum's gone as soon as you.
Oh, I thought I'd lost the hangout then.
Yeah.
I have this horrible button which follows me around. It's on now. Yeah, what have you been doing? You've been on holiday, Claudio, haven't you?
No, I'm retired, so I don't have holidays.
Ah.
Every day's Saturday.
Not for us though. We're the workers, aren't we, Kosta? Patricia's one of you.
Yeah, I've worked 40 years. I had enough.
Yeah, I've had enough.
Yeah, there's probably people that work longer than that and still have to work. I get it.
Yeah, but unfortunately, me and Kosta are the workers, and we got to work.
Yeah, we go over. Yeah.
Yeah, but you guys are young though.
I don't feel very young today, I have to say. Sorry. Yeah, Patricia's one of you. Patricia on my panel, you two together, and I'm in between. I'm either side of Kosta.
Exactly. So Dave is not coming, huh?
Yeah, we're just waiting for David.
Oh, they're coming.
Yeah. So anyway, what about your holiday then, Claudio? While we're waiting.
Oh, so when I went to Aruba, has anybody not been to Aruba?
No,
I haven't.
Where is that?
It's just north of South America. It is Eden. It's absolutely Eden. It's the #1 spot in the world now. It outranked Hawaii. It's just 85 and sunny every day, 365 days a year. They might get rain maybe a week. That's it. If it does rain, it rains at night. Nice little breeze all the time. The waves never get more than a foot high. It's just everybody on that island is happy. You can walk 24/7 anywhere you want. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. You got to put it on your bucket list. I mean, we're trying to find a way instead of coming to Florida, right? We just sold our condo because different issues. We need some cash flow, and rental here in Florida is $2,000 to $3,000 US a month. In Aruba, you can get one for $500 a month.
Wow.
Yeah, so why would we stay here? We got everything.
Well, are you moving then?
Everything is there. Not moving, but next winter we'll probably be there. Yeah, but it's tough because I got my grandson here in Florida. So now when that we're down here, it's tough to go to Aruba and then not see my grandson. So that's a tough decision.
That's why I don't move, because my grandchildren are here.
Yeah, that's why I don't think I'm going to end up doing it, but it sure sounds like a plan. But we'll probably go for a month, a month, and then come back for Florida for a month, and then a month back in Aruba. That's the goal.
How long did it take you to fly there?
2.5 hours.
Right, so it's a little bit of a distance as well then, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. That's okay. I mean, Spirit Airlines, you can go there round trip, $200. Well, I thought it was from moving and from dust, and I'm usually on top of that, just start taking my ginger right away. But this one was probably one that would probably put people in the hospital. But I thought 3 nights later, my throat was closed. I couldn't even swallow. It was squeaking, swallowing. You go take raw ginger, and within 5 minutes, felt like it was normal. I've been loading up on ginger every day. Raw ginger. You don't cook it. You don't heat it. You don't do anything. You take a slice, throw it in your mouth, push it all around. Every part of your mouth is back as far as you can in your throat, and then chew it down. And it is amazing.
I don't have any ginger.
Yeah, if it's in a tea form, no good. You don't. Yeah, you need to go get a raw hunk of ginger root.
It sounds good, but I don't have any ginger. Not here, I don't.
Well, go get some.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, yeah, okay. I'm just going off the shops. We want to hang out. I'm just going off
That's
to the
right,
shop.
right,
I'll
right.
see you in a minute.
Well, we're waiting for David anyway. Hurry up, go get some.
No, it's okay.
Nice.
I'll sit here.
Nice.
But yeah, I must get some ginger. Just remember, all these good things are good for you.
Oh yeah, natural remedies, right? Because when you slice a root, it starts excreting natural antibodies, right? And then, so if you heat that, you kill it. So it works with garlic. It works with ginger. If you got fresh garlic at home, chop that up. Try to put it in if you can swish it around your mouth with no water first, and then drink it down with water. It's going to help you tremendously.
Does everybody hear that? You need ginger.
Ginger or garlic, any root, anything that is alive, and you slice it.
Oh right, anything. It doesn't have to be ginger. Then you can have something else.
Right. Well, the top ones are ginger and garlic, right? But if you got nothing else, any root.
Have you heard that all before then, Kosta?
Oh yeah, of course. Turmeric is very good.
Yeah, you can do it with turmeric root, sure.
Wow, that's weird. Very powerful.
Yeah,
all roots, nuts, seeds. Even the seeds of the apple are really good. They have a good substance in them. That bitterness they make is very good. Generally, bitter things are good.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just not really with it. Yeah, I'm not really with it today.
Claudio?
I think I'm on burnout as well with all the videos I make and everything like that. I just, I think last night I actually watched them take. I was talking to Patricia, and I could see the post, and they said 200 and something, and then I turned the page, and they said 100 and something. So yeah, I was a bit sort of upset about that really, and I haven't done a video today after that. Not very good, is it, when they're taking your views off?
Hey, David.
Hey, there's Button Moon.
Hey, ciao everyone. Good evening. Much love.
Hey, hello, David.
Sorry for being late.
Welcome.
Kosta, Patricia, Button Moon, and Claudio.
How you doing, brother?
Yes, good to see you all, or hear you.
The reason we were going to have this hangout was because there was someone else coming on, but they can't make it, so I have to go back to them and have a hangout with them on their own. But I got you guys together. But you also haven't been on with Claudio, so yeah. Sorry, on with Kosta. So yeah. You see, everybody's muted except me. Help!
Well, that's just out of respect for all the noise.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just because I can see it on the screen. Yeah. Kosta,
Hi,
David, Claudio.
Hi,
I suppose.
David. Where have you been? No, where have you been? I haven't seen you for some time. We haven't talked.
Kala, brother. All is Kala at this end. Yes. We're looking for Big Malacca, and we'll find him. All is well. Patricia, I heard you there. Hello, sister. Good evening, and sorry I'm late. Good to hear your voice, Kosta. Claudio and you have never met, so maybe it'd be an interesting chat. Going around going for a walk around. I don't know, somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm good for
that's just what I was going to say. Yeah. Well, actually, yeah, Claudio, have you got any questions then for Kosta?
Do I?
Yeah, YouTube. Well, David knows Kosta because obviously
I don't know Kosta. He came in the last hangout, right? Came in, said hello, and had to go. So
yeah,
I don't know what I could ask him yet. I got a bunch of questions to ask anybody in the world.
But, see if he can answer it.
Ask one?
Yeah, go and ask one and see if Claude...
Okay, well, give me a minute to think of one in particular. The baby he can answer, or not. I mean it that way, but give me a second to
Kosta,
think about one.
you're on. It's like you're.
I wanted to ask, was it the
What's
first,
the meaning of life?
Claudio, wait, one more. Were you on the first hangout you made or the one before? I think we talked. Do you remember or not?
Yeah, you came on just briefly, but I don't think we talked about anything. You were just basically saying hello and then you had to go.
Yeah, it was New Year's Eve. But before that, I heard you from another hangout that you are coming on. So how long are you on with Sun and Moon? Like 5-6 months?
Oh, is it really? Okay.
No, you to remember, because I listen to a lot of people. I'm not quite sure.
Well, maybe, yeah. I don't recall.
Karen, how long was Claudio on?
You mean on the other hangout? Is this on the end of Sun and Moon? Yeah, that was for last week. That was May last year.
May last year you started.
Well, we've been going for about 2-3 years now on Hangouts. I can't remember how long exactly. 2-3 years.
Yeah, I just started with you on the Hangouts in the last 6 to 8 months, I think, Karen, right?
Yeah. Okay. And what is your presentations? I mean, what do you talk about?
Yeah, well, I've been doing presentations on metaphysics.
Yeah, physics,
right? And then physics, right? So metaphysics, the spiritual side of things, and then physics as far as, and I've been doing a lot about major weather and how the luminaries are affecting. That's what I've been working on lately.
The stars, yeah?
Yeah, the stars, exactly.
Yeah, I think I saw that, yeah. The one you did, I remember. It was really good.
Right, and then I just did another one on the aftermath showing what ended up happening during that great conjunction on January the 12th.
Yes. Oh, nice.
Yeah,
stuff.
three major volcanic eruptions and 2 cyclones around Australia, and then a downpour of rain, right?
Yes, I probably should have kept an eye on that after what we were saying on that hangout.
No, you can't do everything. That's why there's many of us, right? You can't do it all.
Yeah. Well, no, I can't. But yeah, in my mind, I should have kept an eye on.
Yeah, I know. Like. We all want to do that. I want to know everything, right? We got to rely on our brothers and sisters.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We're the collective conscious.
Yes.
Well, to explain then, Claudio's just explained what he is. What do you call yourself then, Kosta?
Me now I could say I don't call myself. I would say I am. I am, and that's it.
Right.
I don't have anything identified with form. You know what I mean? I can say I study philosophy or I want to know about astrology and all that. Okay, I'm seeker of truth. Call me like that, but in more higher self way, I would say just I am, and that's it.
Just ask David as he's there. David, what do you call yourself? Oh, sorry, Claudio's come there. Sorry, Claudio. David.
What do I call myself? An indigo in the channel is was named Indigo Child, and then it was renamed to Indiglow because of the chakra. And I speak, so a storyteller. I compared myself to the other day. So I've done about 600 and something videos on various topics, but ultimately, a self-scholar. I'm a self-scholar. I sometimes refer to myself as the creator's little Shizen. But a self-scholar, an indigo primarily, because we are from a young age, directed towards an avenue of indoctrination, and for all intents and purposes, resisted authority and was quite a handful with all of the academics. So an indigo primarily, storyteller, self-scholar. Herbalist, mentalist, these kind of things, like nature orientated.
What about the law side?
Well, that's it. That's part of being an indigo, and that's authority, isn't it? When somebody writes a book and puts it down as an author and then issues a load of men to go and carry out those authored authoritarian commands in secular code under the covenants of, that's just somebody tells you no, well, there's a button there, don't press it. Hello, everyone. We've all, these things in life. Rules are meant to be broken. Well, not broken, but the rule of law. That's it. You see, my brain straight away, is it a rule or is it law? Well, if you're calling it a rule of law and they don't like me, they're like, oh, David, will you just shut up? So, we had a chat about it, so the law thing is part of being an indigo with the authority. You question that. See, I would never encroach on another man's authority or rights. So I would say my rights end where the next man's rights begins. And, that's not my saying, but that's something that I've adopted as a part of life. And we don't, unfortunately, the legal system like that. So, yeah, the law is the legal research, which has then uncovered true law that we found linked to the zodiac with Chronos and Father Time. So satanistic rule of Rome linked to Chronos and time through the birth certificate, Old Testament, New Testament, and legalese. Yeah, it's. I wasn't expecting that. I yield.
Yeah, David, when I asked you about law, you went right into one then.
Sorry, it's what we do. Sorry, yeah, but it's a passion, isn't it? The passion of the Christ is prevalent, but I'm not here to preach. It's just, somebody else. I yield.
Hey, what was Claudio? He took his microphone off. Claudio?
Sorry. Yeah, I'm still here.
I can just see it on my screen. You took your microphone off. Were you going to ask a question?
Oh, no, I didn't take it off before that. I had it off the whole time David was talking.
Ah, sorry.
That's all good. Yeah.
Oh, you're not going to say anything then?
No, I wasn't planning on. No, I had my go there. But
me and Patricia.
I agree with both. I agree with both of them. I mean, we're just again, it's one consciousness, and I am, and absolutely, we're all. And like David said, we're all these little doers for the God collective consciousness, absolute, whatever you want to call it.
Well, me and Patricia are in good hands then. Kosta, is there anything you'd like to ask? Anything else you'd like to ask, Claudio?
What about the next conjunctions? When are they going to be? I know there's one on the 21st of December, and there's another one, isn't
it? When you say conjunction, it depends on which one, because there's the major one that just happened, right?
Yeah.
Is something that hasn't happened in any recent history that I could find, where everything was transferring over the river of heaven. So that's basically going to the other side of the magnet. And the biggest thing for me, metaphysically, philosophically, is Eris, which is the Madonna, which is Persephone, which is Mekbekawako, is the white buffalo calf woman. It's Isis. It's all the history talks about a queen of the underworld. She rotates every 560 years. She's coming in Aries in May. Well, there's the story of Santa Claus, La Befana. In Italian, it's La Befana. So Santa Claus is Santa means saint.
Yeah.
This saint comes and looks at your claustrum, looks in your head. She's coming in May. She came and did a little jaunt in July of last year. She went into retrograde, and we're supposed to go deep within. So the next major thing that's going to happen, I won't talk about it here because I'll probably take up the whole show, but I put a Facebook post on what happened with me 2-3 nights ago, and I can see this whole lesson that I was supposed to learn. And to me, it's something that I need to do before Mama comes into my brain in May. Santa Claus, have you been naughty or nice before she gives you any gifts? But to me, that's the most important thing for anybody to look at. Look at your chart and look at what your lessons in life before she comes in May.
I would say that. Just 1 second before you go, Kosta. I had a birth chart reading done, and she said about the fact that I've had this Saturn return thing in there, and no, not Saturn. It's a conjunct with Saturn, and that starts going in May. It's there for 11 years. The whole time I've lived in this house, things are going to start getting better now.
Yes, they will.
Oh, good then. Kosta, what were you going to say?
Yeah, which planets are gonna meet in May? What's gonna happen?
Yeah. So
Mars?
yeah, it's been rediscovered because NASA says in 2004 they discovered, or somebody discovered, an asteroid. All right.
Hmm.
The asteroids are some of the most noteworthy female energies. Ceres, Hygeia, Vesta, that's the Vestal Virgins. All these women come around and they're checking up on us before Mama comes, which is Eris. So on an app, it will be called Eris, but it's really Persephone. But lo and behold, NASA already called something Persephone. So that's another thing that's going to keep people off track. So nobody's been looking at Eris. And when you do the research on Eris and how she comes from the underworld every so often, and then every tribe I talk to tribal people, all that stuff, and they all talk about the same thing that happens every 500 plus years. And here she comes, and nobody's aware of her. So on an app, look for Eris. And the cycle's around 560 years. That's one. That's the Santa Claus everybody's talking about.
What, Aries? Not the planet Aries.
NASA calls it an asteroid.
What's the name?
It's a light that you can zoom in on you can't see with the naked eye.
Yeah.
I've been woken up in the middle of the night for many different epiphanies. I got woken up by her. I go outside, 3, 4 in the morning, whenever it was, and I look up in the sky, and there is an illumination, which I don't understand because there was no moon there, and it was in the shape of her. And I go, after I said my intentions, I go inside the house, and there she was. The light was on the app. When I look, it was right where that cloud was. Well, she does come and give signs to people because she wants people to be good. She wants people to wake up. So it's really important. So I have to say it. If anybody gets a chance to go see my Facebook post, please go do it. And it's about what just recently happened to me. It's incredible.
Okay.
Mind you, you've got your arms open wide, haven't you? And you're accepting it all, by the way, Claudio. Accepting.
100%.
I don't feel very accepting at the moment. I feel like my brain, I don't know, actually. Yeah, carry on. What were we going to say, Kosta? Kosta?
So there's another conjunction after that on the 21st of December. Is that going to be a good one? What's going to happen there?
Yeah, I haven't looked that far, Kosta. I really haven't. I kind of like get guided on what to look for, and then I haven't looked that far in advance. But I will look that up for you, and I'll make a note of it to get back to everybody for sure.
Yeah, and you have to make another presentation about this. What's going to happen in May? I think it's very, very interesting. First time I hear this stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, if you look at I got a YouTube video that talks about it. Talks about her coming in May. It talks about the whole streamline, but I haven't done one personally on that. Not totally on that, but I will.
Okay, Claudio. I'll check from there. Nice one.
Does that mean anything to you, David, by the way, all that? Is he there? There he is.
Yeah, hello. It does have relevance in my, bearing, I suppose. I look at the north of the sky rather than the magnetic, geocentric north of movability that we have. But these names like Jupiter, for the easy one, is Jupiter, Peter the Jew, and Jupiter, and these names Zeus, Jesus, Jesus, and with the correlation there with how I've seen the Bibles to help man understand the zodiac, and Brother B has helped out there, famous scholars, modern day scholars, Maxwell's and so forth. But it does take a lot for man, unfortunately, Claudio and fam. It does, yeah, because I know it's important now, and how these, we may have lost contact with the stars and the zodiacs, and the correlation of invisible, electricity is invisible force, magnets are an invisible force, and the universe is made up of matter, antimatter, dark matter, and these forces of which I don't know, I've not been there, but what were led to for the existence of, and these planets and stars, luminaries, asteroids fill that space. And so if it's really weird for me of late, because I've seen the connection, but I've said on my channel of late that it's very strange how it does always come back to an importance of, and reading the what is it called now, chronicity, synchronicity, syncretism, and all of this. We had them when I was a little boy, Russell somebody, and Septic Peg, was it Mystic Meg? Yeah, there we go. Septic Peg, bless her. Didn't mean that. That was just what the slang was, and they were known for in the papers reading the tarot, the cards and whatnot, but that wasn't generalization, and the ones like that commercialize it ruin it, and which is why with the story of I don't know, Life of Brian, belittling the good book there, and the story of how dare they, that was an outrage when it come out. So we can understand how we've lost the contact, but it is very chronos, father time, the birth certificate. Let me tell you a bit of news that we've had from Crow 777 and his brother Curtis there on that chat. The targeting of time of the 9 months of fertilization and conception, being a fetus in your mum's tummy, and then obviously the fetus becomes a baby being born. So the 9 months successfully terminates, and there's a terminator, with what we've talked about with Josh and language, terminator, and the term of the 9 months of the fetus is over, so that's terminated, and it's also a terminator, comes out as baby, and then we paper liquidate the baby, and we say goodbye to man, God, Jesus, spiritual. What did he just say there? Metaphysics is said goodbye to, and we go into the physical realm, the material girl, the Madonna, and things, and it's like, hang on a minute, these things aren't just this way by accident. There's a plan, and the people that run all of these things closing down worship these planets, and they are very much connected to when celebrities, some of them rich ones, the elitist, want to exit the realm, they pick a equinox day or such, a day of a certain, like the Egyptians did, with the targeting of the heavens. So this isn't just for fun, and it wasn't because they were bored. As shepherds wash their socks by night, and all that business, as we've joked about, and in the stories of it, it's very crucial. So I have a lot of honour and respect for the work of Claudio and others that take the time to explain. Just one quick thing whilst we had the new year of this 12th of Jan, which is again calendar-wise, the birth certificate attached to the Gregorian calendar, and you can have other civilizations that recognize the 9 months in the womb, and when you come out of your mum and you become you are, but we say born, not birth, you are already in existence before that, for more or less a year before. So
yeah.
the recognition of time and clocks is of key vital importance, because the calendar, and then that's how they've got us there with these calendars and that. So when I look at the new year, I didn't cast on the channel till good like midway through Jan, and I said happy new decade, happy new year then, because I've only I've respected the knowledge and my way of thinking and managing it. And when we had this new year on the 12th, starting from the 10th and ending on the 13th of Jan, was an indigo lunar eclipse that was a total surprise to me. And I was like, 2020 visions come in, there's going to be a big year this year. And then Enter Pixie come along and says, hello everyone, do you know about the indigo lunar eclipse? And I as an indigo went, no, what do you mean lunar? And I just blew my top, and ever since then I've been in a spiral, a whirlwind of just craziness. It's brilliant, charged energy and goodness. Are you?
Yeah. Awesome news, yes brother, very nice. Amazing.
I bet you liked hearing that, didn't you, Claudio?
100%. You invigorated right from the beginning, because I'm right now studying the birthing process, something that I know I do need to do. It was my last download that that I got on, which again, it's on my Facebook post, something that I vowed that I have to do. It's a test of mine. It's to do with returning to Eden. So when you said that, if anybody has any information on when the appropriate times are for bearing a child, I started studying that. And if anybody knows anything about that, I'd really love to hear some or send me something that where I can go learn.
Listen to everybody.
What did
Just
he
listen
say?
to you. Oh, go on then. Yeah.
Sorry, sister. What did he say? If anybody knows anything about something, a child. That's all I heard. It broke up.
Yeah, the birthing part. When you were saying about that, you were talking about the 9 months right away. My brain went, oh, maybe Indigo knows some of this stuff. Indy knows some of this stuff. It's like so. My question.
Yeah, we've got. What?
My question is, if anybody knows, like I started researching it, and they say when a woman starts her menses, and then you got to wait, and then like from the 6th to the 9th day, you go from there, and then you get a certain child based on the day. I'm looking for something a little bit deeper because I once heard about the honeymoon is not the way the honeymoon really is.
No, this is because, you have a moonstral cycle. These are the moons. If the moon can be controlling of women's cycles, times. I'm not a woman expert at all, and I'm not a woman, so I'm the last person to be talking about this. But jump in. I'm told the moonstral cycle.
Today,
I know etymology.
David, just for today. You've changed her.
In the house, yes. Contract. Moon has got a lot to play. Moonicky, moon eye, moonstral, and then the cycles of time calendar-wise. We have this Gregorian calendar put on us now, but we have calendars of, what somebody. It's all on the video that I've mentioned on my channel, which is linked to Crow's channel, of the port of entry and stuff, the times and dating. So, and with the Asian continent, they recognise life before being born, and they put it into the calendar of life and stuff. When they do readings of astro-theological readings, they recognise life is conceptualised in the womb with the mum. So then there's the birth, and then obviously into existence. So that was a bit of time that I had forgotten to look at, and we jumped in at the birth certificate, the legal status and the lawful I don't know, rebuttals that we could possibly use it with God or law or both. And then we look at this a lady called Sarah talked to me some years ago about the legal status of center, and it warped man's mind. I don't mind telling you the way they cast aspersions of in their terminology. So there's a lot that could come out of this, to be fair, but the stars for the cycle of man and the reading of man, and then obviously for when the soul and the body is creating, life has begun. So therefore you have now, I in my research have got 3 pinnacle points to reference: the inception, creation, fertilization, ingestation, the bit where you are there created, the birth, born part, and then the registration where man isn't registered, an event is registered, and the state takes on a capacity on behalf of the parents, and you've got the mother nanny state, husbandry role and so forth, with the line of the priest and the line of the king. So this is where it all starts to get interesting with your papacy from the papa, not dad, but yeah, boom. Sorry, I yield.
No, I didn't mean it like that. I was just agreeing, like it's all ceremony.
Yeah. So it's interesting what we've got here. The time in the womb is key, and obviously the bit that we
ceremony
with Josh and placenta, the place that you enter, and then you've got the placenta. Right, let's go. Brilliant! What a synchronicity moment. And Brother Kosta, could you just translate placenta into English from Greek? What does it mean in Greek, placenta?
It's called plagunda. Yeah. Plagunda in Greek. A plaga means like a stone, something, but it's flat.
Could you compare it to a cake ever?
To a cake?
No, nothing like a cake.
Cake. What's a cake?
C-A-K-E, cake.
A cake. Yeah. Like a cake. I'm not sure about the it's a form how it looks like. It's like round and
Yeah, so a stone. All right, so we're close. It's the translation. I've lost it somewhere in translation. So what man's saying is in Greek, placenta is like a flat stone thing. Then basically like a pancakey stone. A placenta which comes out with man, and the origins of is not really far from that. So the description I used earlier is just I hoped it had come through, but we've got a real Greek man there, so let's find out if that's true. So the translation's lost somewhere, but I can see the tangibility. You've also got, think of this, in the legal realm, we found out about human and colour of man and colour of law and monster. And then we find out that because dad and mum make a baby and you've got the chromosomes each of, 23, mum and dad, making a baby with 46 mixed chromosomes. Mum has her own 46 chromosomes. Then you have the placenta inside the mother. Never exiting the mother, and the monster legal term, and when you exit the womb and you come out, you become the monster. When you take up the name and the ID and these things, it's quite dark what we found out. So we're on a good innings, start for 2020 vision in the 20th, 21st of Jan. And these stars, if they can help us read the future or what's coming in energy wise, I would say that there is an element of fact and truth and reality in it, because half of what is out there is unseen. The forces that manage us, we can't see, so we can't see the planets either. And I don't know what the realm is made of, but I believe those forces exist. Yeah.
have you seen the stars out there tonight? Have you seen Sirius and Orion on top? Very clear.
Yeah, every night.
The
They're so bright, colorful.
Sky is very clear. These last few days you could see everything. It was amazing. Especially Sirius. You can see him rising from the east where the sun rises. So
100%.
Yeah, Claudio,
It's
we
like-
get a lot of cloud here, so it's almost like when you see them, you go, "Wow, look!" Carry on, Costa.
yeah, that's what. It's all cloudy. In the last few days, it was very bright. You could see them clearly. You can see Sirius changing colors. It becomes like red and yellowish. It's really very bright. And the Greek people, the ancient Hellenic Greek people, were saying that they were coming from that planet, from Sirius, wherever it is, from that light.
Yeah, everybody comes from those lights, brother.
Yes, everybody comes from there, yeah. And that's why also in Egypt, where the Sphinx, before it had the face of a dog, and that's the dog star Sirius. That's why they have so many.
Oh man, that's so
ships.
awesome. That's so awesome.
Yeah. Do you know this? You get me?
Thanks for that. I'm appreciating that. Thank you.
You into Egyptology as well? Are you studying that?
I am not to a depth. I'm a beginner in a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? But I do study them. I see all the metaphysics that I've been learning. They know it. They knew it cold. They know it. And of course, there's a lot of that's been lost in translations. And yeah, beautiful.
Yeah. So that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm studying, especially like statues, for example. Let's say the statue of Athens, who is a woman. Okay, there is like a female deity, and all related with wisdom. She's a goddess of wisdom. So she's on one hand she's holding a spear, and the spear represents time. So where she's holding it, where she holds on the hand, shows the present, and the front bit is a future, and the back of the spear is the past.
Did you say she's holding a present? Yeah.
No, she's holding a spear.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. And on where she's holding it represents the present, the now. And because she's holding it there at that time, her hand is like vibrating inside the spear, showing that's a lively part of life. We are now. So every statue, what I'm trying to say is that every statue representation has a meaning for everything. You know, the posture, what she's holding, she also has an olive branch on her head, you know, like a round olive branch.
Yeah, no, yep. Familiar with that, yep.
On the head. So every part of the statue represents all this kind of energy, let's say, that's happening. It's not personification of some deity that look like that, you know. And then this is another part of the things I'm studying. I find it really, really fascinating.
That's awesome. I'd like to hear your presentation.
Yeah, and we name etymology as well, etymology of words. That helps a lot. That's very important. And the vibration of the words, of the sounds they make, you know, and the meaning, of course, that's goes deeper knowledge. Yeah, but mostly on the philosophers like Plato. Some books of Plato are really good. So yeah. And flat Earth, I'm listening about flat Earth as well, but not much. You have any news? Is it going anything more interesting?
Thanks for that, Kosta. Yeah, thanks for that. I'm here. I was listening.
Yeah. Is it going on? More people know about it? What's happening?
That's what you want to know.
Yeah. I haven't been for a while. I haven't talked to you guys.
No, it's been a while, as we said earlier on. That's what you've been doing in the bit in between, you mean?
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. So
yeah.
The flat Earth movement is growing. More people are finding out.
They are. They are indeed, Kosta.
Good.
Claudio, have you got your question ready yet?
I said it earlier, maybe it didn't come through. I said, what's the meaning of life?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
I started my own. I got about a page right now.
What's the meaning of life?
Yeah, that's the question to you.
The meaning is that you have to live the present moment. That's all you have. That's the most important thing. So yeah, you can think about the future, but the meaning. Okay, that's a very deep question. I find it challenging, so I have to get a bit down to my mind now to say what I want to say by meaning.
That's the good thing about Hangouts, though, isn't it? Because now there's other words put into the mix, ones that you weren't using, or Claudio or David wasn't using, and it sparked him, it sparked Claudio, it sparked you. There you go.
I was saying it in jest earlier, so I didn't mean to put the lull in this right now. That's the first thing that popped in my mind. It's something that I'm working on, trying to answer that question, and
I would say
together, right? Because like you're right. It's the now, and there is only now.
Yes.
And but it's got to be the now that we're supposed to be doing, right? And what we're doing now is the right thing on the right path to get the life we need to get to, I guess.
Yeah, and the thing is to discover our higher self. This is the quest we are doing. The meaning is found there. I mean, the more we're looking, and we know that we are on the right path, it makes us feel, really alive and grateful for this, the present. We live in the present moment, and which, the meaning is to have this Yeah, there's conversations, there's finding out all the time.
Yeah.
It's a lifelong lesson, I think. It's something you can't say, yeah, I found it, that's it, yeah, let's carry on. I think you can't say this until the end. It's a lifelong, it's a learning process all the time. The
Yeah.
journey of the soul, that's how it is. It's a journey. We are on a journey, and we have to learn knowledge. Know thyself. That's it. That's what I think.
Full
Very,
stop.
very well,
Full stop. Full stop.
very well said.
Thanks.
Oh. David, were you going to say something then?
Yeah, I was going to answer with numbers. I like the way you answered that. But, I'm sorry, just close that barn door. The answers were interpretations, meanings, expressions of. But the phi, Fibonacci, the pi, and then that's involving your circle, isn't it? And then your golden ratio. So your phi, pi, and Fibonacci is numbers and algorithms that are out there that are universally, like these laws we've looked at, these man-made secular laws that we've given credence to. What we haven't given credence to is what is out there in our faces, like the Hermetic principles and the Kabbalion. That blew my mind, and that's nothing, big, as an achievement to say. We should have all have got that under our belt in basic academic, English reading, but to most of us, it's foreign. What, Thoth, Hermes, Buddha, and etc. But they knew back then that on an atomic ratio, that's like, tiny particles to man. They allegedly written that they know everything is moving and, at action and right, essential spiraling right, your rights and laws and rights and right on and, just right in itself. But the law, and I'm like, okay, so how did basic, I don't know how to put this, but prehistoric man, in essence, know on an atomic level how things worked? And they knew a lot, and they worship the stars. They don't worship, but they follow and knew everything. They base their lives on the zodiac stars, processions, and etc. activity above, and they did it well. The Antikythera machine that was found, that was and all this stuff about others that knew the realm very well. We've got these smartphones and we know nothing. I know nothing, not at all. Do not believe me in anything. Check everything I say out, and go for yourself. But what I've seen of this realm is that it maths weren't made by man. We found maths. We located maths. We Sumerian base 10 mathematics, and I've done bits and bobs on that. But what I'm saying is, I'm not here to preach my own stuff. I've done the groundwork and I've had a look. It bothers me. It bothers me a lot when people tell me lies and whole, truths and half lies, whatever, and misleading YouTube channels and shills and agents and all of these psyops. So, it hurts my soul. I don't mind telling you. So I've done, and I've met some others that are helping me, and we've got together and we keep getting together, and we're very close. But resonant frequency harmonics on linear and non-linear standing waves is what I can tell you, based on mathematics, vortex maths, 369 Tesla, and that's it. It's there. It's a vibration, and then you've got the two main emotions, which is love and hate, and that's it. That's like your dialect spectrum of Hegelianness and all of this weird goes on with the love and hate being the same, but they're just different ends of the same line. Basically, if you just draw a chalk line and put love at the top and hate at the bottom, man should generally float in the middle and be harmonious in that middle section, but we don't. We oscillate in these what now is it now we've got these poles, and they're called bipolar, duality. The guest that didn't come on, the duality, that's what I loved about him when he ranted on about the realm and existence and the physical side, the physics acting. And I'm like, yes, because the physics don't lie. Man lies and scripts lie and this lies and films lie. Your best mate will lie to you just for a laugh or whatever. But I was quite taken back by that. What is the meaning of life myself? And I thought, let's find out. And I don't know, it's to interact with numbers, it seems, and resonate at a good frequency. And if you do that, I think you get to as Max Egan has said, you get to the next stage. Yeah, so yeah, I'll yield there. That's my contribution.
Everything's to do with numbers. I suppose the same for Claudio, isn't it? Claudio's numbers. He's a number man.
Yeah, not like David, but I've been studying numbers, numerology for like angelic numbers, and then the circle of 60. That's as far as I go.
Your work's got numbers all over it.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's true, truth. But we'll all meet in the middle, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Does that resonate with you, Kosta?
Yeah, of course, of course. Oh, what Dave is saying is really mind-blowing stuff. Is really levels ahead. Good to hear you, David. Numbers, yeah, numbers. If you think about it, the pyramids, let's say, who built the pyramids, they must have been very good mathematicians, above all. So the math they knew to do that is far beyond. But
All those buildings which put into Tartaria are all
yeah,
built really well, aren't they?
yeah, without math, yeah, you can't do anything. It's really, yeah, it's another.
Even the Egyptian stuff. Yeah, the pyramids are built really well, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah. So they must have known well the numerology very well. And yeah, to be such a good mathematician, you need it's a high, very advanced process to do. It's not like but now with computers and stuff, they can't reach that level. But what do we have now? Basically, it's like David said, we have a telephone and we think we are nothing. We don't know everything, and they're saying that it's like an advanced society, but actually it's only the material realm that's advanced. The psyche and all that is left behind. So we're really back. Yeah, I agree with David, because it's matter, nothing else. But mind is over matter, so that's what really matters. I yield.
Thank you, Costa. There you go, boys, girls. Patricia, what do you think so far then? Is she there?
Well, I was going to answer that question, what's the meaning of life? Because I heard somewhere it was 42.
That's the number you've heard, the number 42.
Well, I can't
Yeah, I think it was.
Go for it, Claudio.
No, I'm saying I can't wait to hear Patricia.
Sorry. Go on.
Claudio?
Yeah, go ahead. I thought Patricia said she wanted to tell us her meaning of life. Did I misunderstand that?
No. No, I heard somewhere it was 42. I think it was Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It was on there, and
Oh, okay. I got you. The meaning of life is 42. I'm sorry, I missed that. Sorry.
It's all right. It was a joke.
Yeah, I know.
No, the other thing was
it's already passed, so I didn't want to like laugh out loud or anything.
the other thing is you said that we'll all meet in the middle. We've just got to find out where the middle is.
I'm glad you caught that. Yeah, no, I think we know where the middle is, and that's what we're all doing. We're all it's the collective conscience, the one, right? Like he said, the Fibonacci, the 011, right? The one and the one is the image, and the other one is the one that can manifest, which goes to the golden ratio of 1 to 1.618, which is pressure mediation to perfection. So that's what we got to head for. And yeah, so that's meeting in the middle. What we're doing right now is meeting in the middle. We're all trying to grow towards that middle point, the little black hole in the middle of the magnet, right? That's what we're trying to get to. Then we get to ascend. But that's part of one of the things that I just realized and got a download from is that if we keep birthing over and over and over again in overabundance, and everybody keeps saying there's going to be a population there's going to be a fix in population. Yeah, it's going to be done, but it's not going to be done by man. It's going to be done by us. It's going to be done by we're supposed to do it in a good way. We're done expanding. We're coming out of the dark ages, right? We're coming from Pisces into Aquarius, so we're starting to see more light. That's the global warming, the climate change. So yeah, we're starting our
I like the way you put that. The global
warming, right? So that's
yeah.
because lights are getting brighter, the skies are getting brighter, people are seeing sun dogs. It's all there, and people want to give man credit for that. Well, now you're still idolizing the wrong person or the wrong thing. Obviously, you're not supposed to be doing a person, but then again, every letter is a glyph. So yeah, we're all supposed to meet in the middle. You cut that, Patricia. And that is life in a simple form.
Sorry, David, say that again. Say that again. David?
All right. I'll say it again. Sorry, I didn't mean to. We all spoke
say
at
it
once.
again.
Yeah, I commend that, Claudio. I didn't want to be rude and cut in when you said that, but it's not a one-man job. Shh. Message from the dark side. It's not a one-man job. It's not like a hero's quest or anything. I think it's a collective consciousness, and to back that up when come about and people reference us a connective, the exist tense that we have, existing exist tense. There's the word 10 in there, and you've got this existential word 10 in existential, and you think you're something like an insignificant little ants in there, insignificant, like and in different things. But I'm just being basic here, taking you for a little walk mentally. We've got these principles and expansions of mind words. You said it earlier with the vocabulary. It's a pleasure. It really is sometimes to dictionaries when you go to look at one word and you still with the dictionary half an hour later, and the job that you set about to do, David, you still haven't done, and you've been with it. Why have you been with a dictionary for half an hour? It's just one thing leads on to another. It's just discovery. However man discovers, you discover your hobbies and that your interests, and feeding the desire. So we've got this principle now of of man and existence, and how to, don't blame me, I'm only human, and how we get this narrative given to us. But once again, when we get together and we have a chat and we do some scientific research of our own, we find out things. And the 100th monkey principle is what I'm going with here. And when I found out about that, I went, shut up. You can't tell me that those chimps, but I'm not sorry, but to be basic again, but these chimps decided to open coconuts and eat food with rocks and do this and basically move up with a tool in the chain of the animal kingdom. They've upgraded themselves, and then other inhabitant monkeys across other lands automatically picked up rocks and opened up and upgraded themselves. I went, that's some kind of fantasy. I want to live where they live. And I found out it was Earth. I went, what? Hang on. No, this is real life. This isn't made up. Oh, it's a real story. What? They're basically us, but primitive. Yes. Yes. Okay then. So what can we do if we apply ourselves in this realm of it's called non-locality? If you're interested in this, I don't know if you've got any of this. I'm only a wee junior cast, and Claudio, but the physics side of it, it's based on the string theory issue of electrons and protons and things and not being connected, where they can just communicate and travel the length of the galaxy instantly, and without any so that's why it's all interesting to me. And I thought, if monkeys can learn that 100th monkey principle, then yes, Claudio brother, it's a proven fact. If we all just concentrate on the same thing and give a bit of time of our own to a greater cause for the good of all, amazing things would happen. Because one day we might just all wake up and suddenly feel a different way, which would be nice, wouldn't it? I yield.
Yeah, it would be nice to but to know is a new good word as well. But I'm not I'm sorry, I can't I'm sorry, I'm not very well, so I'm probably speaking gibberish. Kosta, what do you make of that then? Kosta?
Oh, yeah, yeah, here I am, here I am.
Hey, what did you make of that then?
Yeah, I think, yeah, Dave was talking about the Hermes before. He was talking about Hermes Trismegistus. I don't know if I told you, David, I'm planning to make a presentation on Hermes.
Okay, go on. Yeah, very good. Tell me more. Tell us more.
Because I'm listening to and reading some stuff, and I see it's very important figure to know about what he's doing. He's basically Mercury, the bringer of information, and it has to do all this news we're learning is easier to learn now. I think he's connected with a kind of energy, basically. And his books he wrote, the books he wrote are really important. And yeah, I'm gonna make a nice presentation about what is he, what does he mean, what does the name mean, and all that. Yeah, that would be nice.
Horus, you've got the Horus and the hours and the sun, the Jesus connection, the Hermes, and then the Thoth, Buddha. Wow, yeah, there's too many there mixed in with like other that on its own to be isolated would be excellent. There's a lot I was fascinated with in there, and I haven't learned much. I've just found the Kabbalion and the Hermes, hymns, and read other literatures, and I haven't done it all, but it is very, very insightful. When I saw, I did see in my mind, but the halls of Amenti, and it's very nice for your brain. It's like a brain massage, all of that stuff, but it's very deep, and bird head again, the bird connection. It's good. I've looked forward to it. It's I'm still working on it. Yeah, it's massive. It really is. What does Claudio think of all of that bit there? Does he connect? No, relate, or?
100%, brother. Everything that you said, 100%. It's all in line. We're just speaking in different terms, but all means the same thing. I agree.
Okay.
Yeah, respect.
Yeah, so there you go, Kosta.
Okay. Give me a couple of weeks or maybe a month. I'll let you know.
Just to let you know that your cameras were on. We can see you, just so that you know.
Okay.
Yeah, just so that you're aware, by the way. So, yeah, good thinking about a month then, Kosta.
Yes, because I'm going to take time to translate, because I'm translating from Greek to English, and I have to show some pictures. I have to make it well presented on like a PowerPoint presentation. And it's a lot to do. I want to do it well, to make as much as understandable as possible, because sometimes it can get a bit confusing. And if I don't write things down, I can't express myself so well. So I think it's gonna be a good topic. Yeah, you will see. Yeah.
And then I have to get.
Sorry. I know I can't.
Carry on.
I'm just saying I know I can't wait. I love learning it.
Yeah, it's called. It's from the book Pimandris. I don't know if you hear about this.
I have not.
No. So this is one of his books, because there are thousands of writings. Okay, one is a Kybalion, and one is a Corpus Hermeticum, and there's another couple of on emerald tablets of Thoth. But this one is it's a bit short. It's not so big. But it means Pimandris means Pimandris means Pimenas. Pimenas like a shepherd of men. men and women, not, you know what I mean, humans, a shepherd. So again, it's a good shepherd that wants to give humanity some kind of wisdom about the divine, in general terms. So yeah, for me it was mind blowing. So I would like to present it to you.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Sounds good. Is there anything else that anybody wants to talk about on this hangout, by the way? Just get your bits together then, as Kosta has told us what he wants to do. What about you, David or Claudio? What are you doing then?
It was like a Mexican stand-up because you asked two of us. Go ahead, David. David, you go first.
Oh, bless. I don't know. I'm gonna go with the flow. If I'm to be honest, I often don't know what I'm gonna do next. I know there's a rough plan, and yeah, we're going with the flow. Certain things are set in stone, and we can stand on that, and move on successfully. We've got all of us as a collective. I'll speak of. I'm looking to work with you. That's what's going on this year, with all the tools, the very best. Never mind rocks opening coconuts. I'm going to give you some, I don't know, titanium, tungsten, indestructible, the Tonka of tools, language though, not work tools, but tools that you use every day that you don't know are tools, and we'll work together. Yeah, we'll strengthen, and grow. And the legal slaughter that I see going off every day worldwide, cross-continental. It's an international stronghold that we've got through bondage of many, and I'd like to break that. To be honest, I've been given a job. I haven't had a light shine on my head and told nothing and told me I'm number one. I'm the same as you. I'm number 9, if any number. I'm born on the 9 of the 5th month. I just like to look forward to expressions of, and I don't know. I know it's going to be big, and I know it's going to end about the 21st of December. Yeah, because times and calendars and things I've seen, and zodiacs to confirm planetary alignments. It's looking good. I believe, we've got a lot to look forward to, but the world stage, I don't know, is there to designed to distract us, if anything, and to hanker on your fear and anxiety. I've given up with wondering and trying to work it out. I know it's relevant and you can't just turn off from it, but I reckon we should apportion a piece of society, of ourselves that can manage this for us, because I believe it's a program and there is an agenda, and we've worked out a massive amount over the last few months alone. So if we just carry on as we are, and I'm happy to look forward to it, but nothing specific. It's all to play for, isn't it? If you just look out the window. I yield.
Oh, Claudio, thank you, David.
Yeah. Okay. So the lessons that I've been getting tell me to listen. So it's happened to me several times before. It was a hawk squealing like crazy twice today outside. And when you look up hawk messenger, it means you're going to get message from spirit. So on this hangout, I know that I need to look up and learn about Hermes, which I'm going to learn from Kosta. And I also need to learn about December 21st, this thing that both Kosta said and then now David, that I know those two things are important to me. So the things I work on is what I'm listening to, because messengers are everywhere. They're in insects, they're in bugs, they're in things you do yourself. Like I broke a bottle of wine on the floor, dropped 2 glasses of water, and that was part of my lesson. I got paid attention to what was coming to me. And so today, that's what I do. It's just, I listen to guidance, and listen to beautiful people like you that's helping us all get to where we get to. So hopefully these vibrations, like Kosta said, the words, every vibration we make, even though it's a little bit different and convoluted, but it's our glow balls, our claustrum is being lit up. so we can understand the vibrations more and more. And it's invigorating to hang out with people like you guys who are all on the same path to get towards that middle point, like Patricia said.
Yeah, everybody's different. Each one of you is doing a different thing, but you can all help each other, can't you? That's what happens.
That's exactly right, Karen. Exactly right. We're all different, but we are all the same because we all have the same yin in us. We all have the same black portion of it. We all have the same. Our right side of our brain is all in contact constantly, and we can tune that into what everybody's saying. There's always a hidden message, and whether a mosquito flies by you, something, whatever it is, it's incredible because if you can tune into that, you're always picking up something from anybody, anything.
Yeah, I must admit I've got a few tarot decks in my time. I've done a bit of tarot and my fairy decks like that. The first so many cards are all to do with what's the noises and everything that the computers, they block out all those noises, turn them off, listen to the wind, outside, listen to all that. And you're inside with your telly on, your stereo on, you're not listening to what's going on. So yeah. So that sort of runs into what you were saying, Claudio. So yeah. I'm sorry, I'm not in a very good head state here, guys. I'm just we've been going
Stop apologizing.
Yeah, I know, but I feel a bit yeah, anyway. We've been going for an hour and a quarter. Do you wanna each one of you say a few words each, or have you done it just now? Is that it?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I just can't wait for the next one. And I can't wait to hear about Hermes.
Yeah, we should let you, if you're not very well. Oh, sorry, we'd let you get off. Let you go. Bless you.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm a bit like I don't know if I actually feel like my head is like a big swab of something of nothing, but I just yeah, it's like I've got no memory. Wait, my dog, get in, come on. Yeah, Kosta, what were you going to say?
Yeah, I would just say the last words as you said. I want to thank you and Patricia and Dave and thanks to Claudio. Claudio, are you Italian or what is that name?
Sì, italiano.
Italiano? Parla italiano?
Un poco.
Un poco. Ah, bien, bien. Yo hablo español, no italiano, no.
Yeah, they're very similar. They're similar. I wouldn't starve in Italy nor in any Spanish-speaking country.
Yeah. So it's great meeting you and talking with you guys. And you, Claudio, thank you for your nice words. And we talk again soon. Okay?
Hey.
Bye.
Awesome. Thanks, everybody. You guys are awesome.
Hey, Patricia, do you want to say anything before we go?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's been fascinating. I mean, just my little inputs were just supposed to be jokes, but never mind. If I explain it, it can't have been a joke in the first place. But just want to say, Claudio, David, Kosta, Karen, I love you.
Oh, we love you, Patricia.
We love you too.
Today was a bit like, sorry, everybody. We were supposed to have a hangout with someone else, and I wasn't very well, and I slept in. And so everybody's come on a bit, what are we going to talk about? What are we going to say? Well, actually, it's masses to say, but that's what this is about. So this is why, yeah, today, and I'm not really with it, so I'm going to shut up. Patricia, carry on. Sorry, carry on.
No, that's all right. Karen, go to bed, get yourself some decent sleep, refresh yourself for tomorrow, and everyone else, take care, get some sleep if it's that time of night, do whatever makes you feel happy.
Hey, thank you for that, Patricia. David, Kosta, Claudio, Patricia. And to the chat room.
Yeah, love you all, chat room. Love everyone.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you very much for coming on, everybody, as well, by the way, because I was an hour late, wasn't I? But anyway, thank you so much. And yeah, see everybody soon.